So, as you guys may know, a lot of my thumbnails are pretty, questionable a lot of time, but a lot of them do make sense, but there are those ones that really pushes the edge, and this one definitely pushes that edge. I just couldn't help it. The idea came to my mind and I just had to do it. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. Hey guys, and welcome back to Thursday's sample night. Now today's sample night, I'm not going to be sampling anything new simply because I feel my sickness coming back and my nose is getting clogged and I don't want to smell anything new when my nose is like this because I think it was just ruin the experience for me and for you guys as well. So I decided, why not do a top 10 of one of my most favorite niche house of all time. And that house is the House of Zoologist. Yes, I love this brand. I own so many bottles from their line and I bought most of them with my own money with the exception of maybe 2 fragrances. Yeah, the rest of them I bought myself, and that's how you know when someone really loves a brand, when they're willing to spend their hard-earned money on the bottle. And I definitely stand behind this brand in every aspect that they do, the message, the design, the fragrance smell, the inspiration, everything. I just overall love this brand. Alright, let's start off the list. The first one, we have a 2017 version of... That was weird. What was that? Okay, back to the video. We have a 2017 version of... Are you done? Can I film in peace now? Okay, good. We have a 2017 version of... 2017 Panda. Good gosh, this fragrance to me is very good. Probably the most wearable of all Zoologist fragrances out there. And to me, this one garnered me the most compliments out of all the Zoologist fragrances. If you want compliments and that's all you care about and you don't want to wear anything that's too mainstream, you want to wear something niche, you want to jump into niche a little bit, this is to me your best bet. Now the reason it's at the number 10 is because it's the least Zoologist of all the Zoologist fragrances, because when I think of Zoologist perfumes, I think of, okay, animal habitats, environments, their food, their behavior. That's what I think of when I think of Zoologist. But when it comes to this fragrance, this feels like a more of a mixed culture. Like you're taking the creativity of the niche, mixing with the mass appeal of the designer, mix them together, you get Panda 2017. So it's not really the fragrance that screams the Zoologist message too much to me. And when I think about Zoologist fragrances, when I feel like I want to wear Zoologist fragrances, I'm usually feeling more creative, more artsy, and I want to reach for those more artsy selection from the brand. So hence, that's why this is at the number 10. Not that it's bad, it's just not my preferred choice when I'm thinking about Zoologist. Number 9, we have a new release from them, and that is called Moth. Now please guys, look at the juice on this really quickly. This is like super duper dark. Wow. I love the juice color. It really fits the theme of the smell and everything. This is a really warm, almost resinous kind of incense fragrance. It smells really good. I have it on my arm actually. God, it's just very divine, smoky, like just slightly smoky incense with a really warm, cozy background. It smells like a pure winter fragrance to me. Like I would love to wear this by like sitting next to a fireplace or something. It just smells really good. The incense itself to me, it's not ashy like most incense, it's just slightly smoky. It definitely leans more towards the darker side of incense. Like when you imagine incense, this is definitely more rich and more dark, and it blends in really well with all the warm and almost resinous notes that I talked about. It's just a well-rounded, really great fragrance. The performance on this is also very strong. The projection on it is crazy. I never wear more than 1 spray of Moth at a time because that's all I really need. And this coming winter time, I'm really looking forward to wearing this more when I'm just relaxing at home, maybe watching a movie. So yeah, Moth, very great fragrance, very creative. Number 9 spot. Number 8 spot, we have Nightingale. And this to me is probably one of the most unique female niche fragrance of all time. Now, some of you guys might think this is unisex. To me, I can imagine this more on my girlfriend, my mom, and my female friends and cousins, more than I can imagine this on myself, my dad, or my little brother. So to me, it leans definitely more on the feminine side, but it is very pretty. If you're looking to buying a gift for your girlfriend, your wife, and you know they really enjoy niche fragrances or exotic type of fragrance, they would really enjoy this one. This is just one of the best gifts of all time from the Zoologist one, besides the number 1 spot. Besides the number 1 spot, that one is the best. This is the second best, but we'll talk about that one more later. But Nightingale, definitely extremely pretty. And when my girlfriend put this on, I literally just melt. Moving on, we have the number 7 spot. Now this is the original The original. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Do what you want to do. The original release of Panda is, to me, very good. Now, I am known for not liking green notes. Green fragrances, vegetal type fragrances, I just can't stand them. But this smells so good. The green bamboo forest type smell, the freshness in the air is just perfect. It smells just like a panda's habitat. Like, I remember the first time I smelled this, and I can just see pandas eating bamboos in the really lush green bamboo forest. It's so good. This to me is what Zoologist stands for. They're very artsy, and the scenes that they paint with their fragrances is very vivid to me. Like, when you smell a fragrance from Zoologist, normally you can just imagine the habitat, you can imagine the animal, their behaviors and everything. And this fragrance really stands for that, and that's why I love this to death. The only reason it's lower on this list is because, like I said, I'm normally not a fan of green fragrances, so I don't wear this all too often, but as an art piece, this is undeniably very beautiful. Number 6 spot now, we're halfway done with the list, and this one is my summer favorite for Zoologist fragrance. This one is Dragonfly. Now, Dragonfly is the one that I wear myself, and also my girlfriend wears this as well. So we wear this together. It's a very nice aldehydic fragrance. It smells just like a pond, like a lily pond environment. We can actually see dragonflies flying around and do their normal dragonfly behavior. Half the time I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore, but the thing I do know is that this is a fantastic unisex summer fragrance. It smells really good. The sillage on this is not too strong. It's one of the few Zoologist fragrances that doesn't project like a monster. It stays in a decent range, good enough for summertime, because in the summer you really don't want a fragrance that, you know, reeks super far and affect everyone else, because summer is really hot, and fragrances should be at least fresh and just kind of in your personal-ish area to not bug anyone else. Then this fits the summer spring style very perfectly. Breaking into a top 5 now, we're halfway done with this list, and these top 5, I'm telling you, are uber creative, uber artistic, and also a must try, and for some of you must have if you love niche fragrances. And the first one of that 5 being Rhinoceros. Now, speaking of manly smelling fragrances, I don't think you can jam pack any more manly notes into a fragrance than Victor did with Rhinoceros. Now, this fragrance has boozy notes, there's tobacco notes, there's leather notes, and the overall vibe of this fragrance is super duper unapologetic. It's so loud, so masculine, and it takes huge balls to be able to pull off this fragrance anywhere. This is just a very unapologetic, strong, masculine, bouncer type guy fragrance. Oh my god, I just feel like I've grown a full beard just smelling this fragrance. I gotta go chop down a few trees now in the forest. I'll be right back, guys, but in the meantime, check out Rhinoceros, number 5 spot. Number 4 spot, we have a slightly easy to wear one from Zoologist, but this one to me, out of every single fragrance, this one to me is my all-time favorite to wear, and this one is the new reformulation of Beaver. Now, this fragrance, I wore it a lot when I was in Alaska, and everyone I think has one of those fragrances where when you wear it, you just feel content, you feel happy, you feel like yourself, you feel like there's no better fragrance to wear at that moment in time, and this fragrance is it for me. Every time I smell it, and every time I wear it, I just feel like myself. I feel very happy, I feel content, I feel ready for the day, I feel confident. And all those emotions comes to me when I wear Beaver. And this is, if I were to describe the smell, it's kind of a clean linen type of smell. Clean linen with musk, like musky clean linen. Very straightforward fragrance. This one doesn't remind me too much of a Beaver's habitat, but it is one of the more wearable Zoologists. And if you really like a clean, musky fragrance, I can recommend no better than the new reformulation of Beaver. So check this one out if you haven't yet. Number 3 came as a big surprise to me. I never thought I'd end up liking this one so much, but I really do. And this one is Elephant. Now, this smells just like an elephant's habitat. It's dry, woody, green, musky. It just smells really good. It smells authentic, it's elegant, it's noble, like much like how I imagine elephant as an animal. Elephants are very noble creatures, they're very elegant creatures, and they're kind of like the mother of the earth kind of animals when it comes to our region in Asia. And this fragrance just represents that as its entirety. It just smells really good, divine, very authentic. Like I said, I love this fragrance a lot. It's just a perfect interpretation of an elephant. I don't think any other fragrance that comes out that is inspired by elephant can be done this close to the animal. Of course, I could be wrong. I haven't smelled all the elephant inspired fragrances out there, but to me, I just can't see it getting better than this one. Next, we have a fragrance that I have a love-hate relationship with, and this one is Bat. Now this is a fragrance that I wore maybe once ever since I bought it, but I've smelled it a bunch of times. I've sprayed it on my hand. I've enjoyed it a bunch of times. I just don't ever wear it. The reason I don't wear it is because it is very strong. It's probably the most avant-garde of all avant-garde fragrances. It's very, very challenging to wear. A lot of people around me don't enjoy it, but there's an undeniable quality and level of artistry that went into the creation of Bat. It smells really, really fruity, musky, but also earthy at the same time. It gives an appearance of a cave, like a bat in a cave, just munching away on its favorite banana that it just picked up this morning. It just smells really good. I can picture the whole scene very, very vividly, and that's one thing I truly appreciate about this fragrance. The only gripe is just I just can't wear it. Like, I wish I can wear it. I wish I can actually enjoy wearing it and people around me would enjoy it, but that's just not the reality of this fragrance. This is an art piece that you would hang on a wall and enjoy at home. Overall, my favorite of all Zoologist fragrances when it comes to artistry and creativity, Bat at number 2 spot. Number 1 spot, this one is still one of the most gorgeous smell that I've ever smelled, and every time my girlfriend puts this on, I just die. Like, I literally wish I can just be attached to her physically forever. And this one is Hummingbird. Oh, it's beautiful. It's very, very beautiful. Honeysuckle, sweet, flowery. I'm mesmerized. I'm lost for word every time I smell this fragrance. It's just gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's pretty. It's all the descriptive words that you can think of when you see a very beautiful woman. All of that is in this bottle right here. Now this is more unisex than Nightingale in my personal opinion. I do wear this sometimes, but I love it the most on women. Like, when my girlfriend wears it, it's just very, very gorgeous. This is my favorite scent for her, and if we ever decide to, you know, have a wedding sometime, I would love it if she wears this on the wedding day, because it's just perfect. And I know she loves this kind of smell too. I actually bought her own bottle. This is my bottle. I bought her own bottle. It's in Alaska with her. That's how much she loves it. She needs to have one with her. And she said she went through like probably almost half the bottle already, which is nuts because this is also a very strong projecting fragrance. You don't need that many sprays, but just the sheer amount of times she wears that fragrance, it just shows how much impact that fragrance has. And if you're a girl and you have not get your nose on Hummingbird yet, I urge you to. You are really missing out on probably the most wonderful smelling honey-based female fragrance of all time. It doesn't matter designer, doesn't matter niche. This is just pure beauty in a bottle, and you should try. And for guys, if you've not tried this yet, get your nose on it too. You might like it for yourself because, like I said, it's more unisex than Nightingale. And if you're also looking for a gift for a girl, this is the #1 gift bottle in the Zoologist lineup. No competition. Best gift bottle if you're looking for a gift for your wife, your girlfriend, or any female in your life. Alright guys, that's it for this top 10 Zoologist fragrance list. Like I said again, I love this brand to death, and I wish like someday, I do wish that I owned them all. They're very collectible, and I think that's the theme that Victor was trying to go for, and it's working. Like, I want to collect all of them. Now that I own this many, it's like, oh man, I just want to have the whole line. So maybe someday when I can like come up with enough money to do so. But yeah, I love this line so much. If you guys have not tried this yet, please check them out. I'll leave their link in the description below. And yeah, with that said, I'll see you guys next time in the next video. Peace and bye.